doing great.
Great. We will get started with our first question from Jamie Maggio.
Hey, Coach. Amy said I could sneak in 2 questions, so I'm going to do that.
One at a time. One at a time.
Just going into this game tonight after, kind of an intense game yesterday, such a close game yesterday, second night of a back-to-back, but you guys are relatively healthy, obviously, aside from Pat Bev. How do you go about finishing this road trip strong? Ability to finish it 4-2 on the road?
Just having the right mindset. This team is playing well. JB has his team playing really well. Right now we just have the mindset that, we never want to try to lose 2 games in a row. And that's our mindset and our focus. So we just got to come out and, we just got to try to find energy and generate energy however we can. And that's up to the coaching staff to try to get guys going and try to find the right combinations to supply that energy.
And then for you being back in Cleveland, obviously that was the first team that you were a head coach with, and now you return as a head coach for the first time. Some good memories there, a title there. What's it like for you to be back in the city and then to be back in the arena?
It's great, get a chance to see all the guys I was here with, and just think about all the memories, like you said, of just, some really good times of winning the championship, going to 4 straight finals, and just being able to see the security guys, the PR people, and, the trainers, everybody just came in and said hello. So it was great to see, so it's always fun to come back here. Like, it means a lot. What we did in 2016, meant a great deal to this city and to this organization. So it'll always be in my heart.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. We will go next to Andrew.
Ty, hello. I remember last year when you came back, they put out that photo of you outside the locker room. Did they give you a nice welcome back photo again this year?
No, sir.
It's only been, 2.5 years since your last game with Cleveland. Does that feel like forever ago, or does it feel like
feels like I didn't even know that? It feels like it was way longer than that. But now that you say it, yeah, it's only been 2.5 years, but it feels like a long time ago.
And then I just, obviously you're a Missouri guy. You won some titles in LA. You bounced around. You played in so many cities, but you have this connection to Cleveland. Do you feel like that's something that, even though you're there for 4 years, a fairly small chunk of time of your life, because of that title, is that something that's going to kind of, do you feel like that connection is going to stay there for the rest of your career?
I mean, you would hope so. I think, winning the championship with our team like we did in 2016 and the first for the franchise, you would think and hope that when you come back, it's always love and support. So, like I said, getting older and going forward in my life, we'll see how it turns out.
Thanks, Ty.
All right, we'll go over next to Law.
Hey, Ty, how's everything today?
Good.
So Jared Dudley had a book out, a little mini book, and I'm just going to get right to the quote. It says,
a book.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jared Dudley.
I didn't even know I had a Prime membership, but apparently I did. And there was a sentence in there about Paul George saying that, they felt like it was disrespectful that he hasn't won and he put himself on the same level of LeBron and AD. I'm not going to ask you about how you feel about Paul specifically, but that he's heard a lot of noise this year. How do you kind of talk to him to keep him focused on the task at hand?
I know I probably can't cuss on here, so I won't cuss, but who cares? Just be who you are, play your game. Who cares what people say and what the outside people think? We know how we feel about PG, our team, our organization, and that's all that matters. He's having a great season, a great year. He's healthy. He's done a lot of great things for his team. And so that's all we're worried about. And so as far as for me, I really don't care what people say on the outside. And, hopefully PG doesn't either.
Thanks. We'll go next to Angel Gray.
Hi, Coach. It's good to see you. I'll make sure to speak with somebody about putting a picture next time for when you arrive. I apologize.
That's okay. I know what I look like.
Coach, you mentioned that you respect what Coach JB has been able to do with this group. You said they're playing well, but what stands out to you about how well they've been playing?
I just think, getting them to trust, understanding who they're playing through, with Drummond and Colin, and the other guys just, filling in the pieces. And he's done a great job of just, telling these guys what he wants and what he's looking for. They play hard every single night. At one stretch, they were number 1 in the NBA in defense. Now I think they're still top 10. But he just has those guys trusting and playing hard and competing every single night.
And you saw Colin while you were a head coach here in his rookie season. Is there any growth that you've seen, or what have you seen in his game to this point since you were his coach?
A couple of things, I think from summer league of his first year, summer league to when we got to preseason to the 6 games that I coached, his shot got better and better. And now, he's really shooting the basketball well from mid-range and from 3. So he's really improved that. And also just, reading the pick and roll and making plays and passes, like seeing different plays when they're developing. And so he's really taking a step forward in that department as well. But scoring the basketball was his thing when he came out of college, and he's doing it at a high level right now.
Thanks. We will go next to Miriam.
Hey, Ty. You mentioned all the love and support you feel when you come back to Cleveland and seeing the folks. And obviously you're just there for a quick time this time, but has the COVID protocols kind of kept you from doing what you normally would do on a return trip to the city?
Nope. It's cold outside, it's snowing. So yeah, it wouldn't be much for me to do.
Right on. And then any consideration at all about resting Kawhi on the back end of a back-to-back, or are we just full speed ahead on that?
Yeah, he wants to play.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. We will go next to Tomer.
Hey, Ty. Anyone else sitting out for you guys today, or?
No, everyone's playing.
Okay. And then I'm wondering, everyone says that when you win a championship, there's a special bond that goes on for life. I'm curious, is there still a bond between some of the guys like you and Kevin and Channing and RJ? Do you guys still talk back and forth?
Always. And it's funny because it goes back further than that. Like even when I see the old Laker guys like Rick Fox and Robert Horry and D Fish, like it's just something that you never lose, And when I see Channing and RJ and K Love and all the guys from that team, it's instant love, because it's something you work so hard to get to, and you finally achieve the goal of winning a championship together, and all the hard work and dedication that it took to get there. And people really don't understand, the one we won in 2016 was just hard fought and all the things we had to go through that season. And then coming back from 3-1, down 3-1, it was just a magical season, a magical year. And so I don't think that bond would ever be broken.
You ever get tired of RJ and Channing?
No, actually, I love Channing, RJ sometimes. But Channing's the best, man. I just, yeah. But both of them are the best, really. I mean, adding those 2 guys to our team really changed, the outlook of our team, having 2 veteran guys like that, along with James Jones, who were able to tell LeBron the truth and able to tell the young guys the truth. But also, when they weren't playing, they were playing with the young guys, kind of like Pat is today. Like they play with the young guys 3-on-3 and 4-on-4 to keep themselves ready. And they was a really, really big addition to our team.
Thanks.
Thanks. We'll go next to Chris Fedor. Chris, I hope I got your last name right.
It's Fedor, so you were close. It's all right. Hey, Ty, welcome back. Good to see you again, man.
Thank you.
I know you had a relationship with Colin when he came into the NBA that went back to when he was even in college. Based on what you've seen from him early on in his career, in any way, are you surprised at the level of growth that he's had in such a short time?
No, not at all. I mean, because he's a hard worker. He's a guy who came from the bottom, and a lot of people didn't know about him coming out of high school. And then his senior year, he just kind of hit the stage, and everybody wanted him after his senior year of playing. I think it started in the summer of AAU, and they came to the game and see some other guys, and they ended up seeing Colin, and he just kind of took off from there. So his senior year, I think he had everybody trying to recruit him and get him there, and that's the kind of player he is. He's a hard worker, he's determined. And when I was here, we tried to, we had to kick him off the court and kick him out of the gym, because he was doing too much. But that's just the person he is. He's a hard worker. He's dedicated. He wants to be great. And you can see the results from that right now.
And Ty, you've mentioned a few times JB Bickerstaff. What is it about his approach? What is it about his style that you know about him that you think makes him a good fit for the Cavs?
I just think, being young and being able to relate to the guys, but also just earning those guys' trust. I think he's a no-nonsense guy. He's going to let you have your fun and enjoy it. But, coming up under his dad, who was a coach, he learned very early. And the young guys, they trust him. And his teams always compete. They always play hard. They always execute. They always play the right way. And he's done the same thing with the Cavs team as well.
Thanks, Ty.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. We'll go next to Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Right now, Cleveland ranks in the top 3 when it comes to transition efficiency, primarily because of how they take advantage of opponents' turnovers. And I know you always preach just how important it is to take care of the basketball. But on a night like tonight, which is the second night of a back-to-back, it's at the end of a long road trip. Does limiting turnovers become an even more paramount priority in your opinion?
Yes, it does. I think with the way they offensive rebound and the way they accumulate steals, we got to be great in taking care of the basketball. We can't let them get out in early transition, getting easy baskets, like you said, especially on the back-to-back, where guys are tired. So we got to make sure we're sharp, taking care of the basketball and getting good shots. Because sometimes bad shots are just like a turnover as well. So we got to have great shot quality and make sure we take care of the basketball.
Thanks. We have time for just a couple more. We'll go to Marla from the Akron Beacon Journal.
Yeah, great to see you. I'm sending you a virtual hug.
How you doing? Good to see you. I mean, well, I can't see you, but good to hear your voice.
Right. You thought you were going to be the guy, to start this rebuild for the Cavs. So where they were. Does that even put in more perspective how far they've come, in what relatively short time?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, like I said, JB's done a phenomenal job from Houston, to Memphis to here. Like, he's always done a great job. And so it's just good to see him get to a place where he's able to stay here for a long time. They respect what he brings to the table. And it doesn't surprise me at all because he's done it everywhere he's been. And these young guys are getting better, with Colin and Jetty, they're taking a step forward. So adding Drummond and adding Allen and guys like that, they're going to be a really good team. So JB has done a phenomenal job, and he's going to continue to do the same thing.
Hope your mom and grandma are doing good. Thanks.
Yes, they are. Thank you.
Thanks. Next to Joseph.
Hey, Ty. Is there something the team would like to see from Luke Kennard that goes beyond him just being more aggressive shooting?
No, he's been great. I actually had a good conversation with him today. And, we just need him to be aggressive and be who he is. That's the bottom line.
Thanks. That's it for today. We'll see you post game.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ty.